Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan. I'm a yarn addict, hence the name Juan the Yarn Addict, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by to check out my video today. This is a yarn and crochet channel where we talk about all things yarn and all things crochet, so if that interests you, please sit back and enjoy this video because today, my friends, I offer episode 71 of my podcast, Yarn Talk and All the Things. In today's podcast episode, we have coffee talk, we have whips, we have acquisitions, as well as happy mail. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the coffee talk. So on today's mug, we have, yes, I really do need all this yarn, because isn't that true? Like, if you're a yarn addict, if you love yarn, you always ask yourself, do I really need this? And the answer is yes. Yes, you do need this yarn. So this mug is just a gentle reminder. Yes, you really do need all this yarn. So I love this mug. It's great. Now on the inside, I have HEB cinnamon hazelnut coffee. It's not my usual. My usual is Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut coffee. So this particular coffee was gifted to the channel, and so I am just using the rest of it up. It is great coffee, and I believe this particular coffee was given to me from a viewer in Texas. So I found out that HEB is a southern chain, not so much up here in the New England area, the northeastern sector of the United States. So I really wish there was an HEB close by, because I would buy this coffee. It's so good. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to leave this mug sit there because when I poured that coffee, I didn't think it was hot enough. So I sat it in the microwave for another minute and a half. So we're going to leave that sit for about another minute or two. I'm not sure. Anyway, I use Coffee Talk as a space to go over all things admin. So in today's podcast episode, for Coffee Talk, admin-wise, I would like to talk about my show and share boxes as well as the Misfit box. So we are in a new month. September's over, we're now in October, and as I mentioned several times before, once the month closes out, we do a giveaway at the beginning of the month, and this is that time. So in order to qualify for the show and share boxes, I have 4 in total. So 2 of the boxes will go to subscribers of the channel, and 2 of the boxes will go to members of the channel. So in order to qualify for the giveaway, you had to have been a subscriber to my channel before today. So before this video. And when I do my checks, I will need to see that you are publicly subscribed to my channel, and the date needs to read September, not October. So there is that. If you are qualified, if you have subscribed to my channel before today, you would need to put in #share and then put in a comment, and I need you to tell me, what is your go-to project? And talk to me about it. So that's what I'm looking for. What is your go-to project? And then #share. So there is that. Now, as for the Misfit box, all I need is #Misfit. That's it. Not Misfits. It's just #Misfit. And I feel that that poor box needs a home. So if anyone is interested in the Misfits box, that's all you need to do. And I will do the drawing 24 hours from the release of this video. And I am super excited to see who wins. So there is that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I do these giveaways monthly. I show, I share, and then on lives, I have boxes that I acquire from friends of the channel, as well as Facebook Marketplace. I do all sorts of things, and I try to find yarn from many, many different places. So I do that, I show, I share, we talk about it. It's all the things. So there's that. So also don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment or two, even if you don't want to participate. I definitely appreciate the support. So there is that. I'm going to place this on a brief pause, and then we will jump right into the whips. 1 second. Okay, friends, so for whips, I have 4 to show, and 2 of the 4 are worked out of the same project. So I am doing Luck of the Draw number 9. This year, Tricia is hosting it. Her channel name is Mama Swift, and this first project here is her pattern. It is the textured cabin throw. I've shown this several times, but I have week number 6 completed on here. And the way I'm working this up is 6 rows of the color, 2 rows of the white. And it is a 2-row repeat, so it looks like 3 sections, but it's really 6 rows. It's very nice. So the one side has all the texture, as you can see, and the other side has the pattern, but it is more on the flat side. I mean, there's a little bit of texture, but it's more flat than the other side. It's very, very nice. Now I have all the ends to sew in, but what I may do is crochet them in as I go. We'll see. I may sew them all in. I'm not sure yet. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is just leave them there until I am done, and then I'll decide. But the one great thing about this is all of my ends are on one side. So, yeah, I like that. So, look at the drill number 9 is a project where Tricia pulls a number out of a cup, and you assign colors to numbers. And you can work this up into any project you want. And just know that when she pulls that number, you use that number for that particular section, or in what I'm doing for that particular week. So this is the first one. And now the second one here is Fireside Friends. And this design comes to us from Jax. And her channel name is Creations by Jax. And so I have 5 weeks on here. I do not have the 6th week on here yet. But yes, and as you noticed, my rounds with the colors, they're shrinking because I'm doing this for Boggy Creek. Actually, I'm doing both of these blankets for Boggy Creek, and so I need to make sure that they're within the measurements allowed. And so since this one is going to be a square, I'm limited to 40 inches. So if I did every round or every section like the blue, it would turn out to be a lot larger than the 40 inches that are allowed. So as the weeks progress, the rounds get smaller. So I'm not a huge fan of the pink, but it did participate. It does have 1 round of the petal in there. So there is that. That may be intentional. So I may go back to 2 rounds of the other colors. And all of the yarn that I'm using, sorry about that. All of the yarn that I'm using is Premier's Just Yarn from the $1.25 tree. And I didn't realize I had all of the colors for the particular project. So I was very excited to know that I have a huge assortment of this yarn. I was looking for the tray, but I can't find it at the moment, which is fine. But these skeins have 153 yards, 140 meters, 2.46 ounces at 70 grams, and it's 100% acrylic. That's what the label looks like right there. Very, very nice. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the leaf colorway here. So there is that. All right, let's move on to the third whip. Now, the third and the fourth whip kind of look alike. So it is the Linus shawl pattern, scarf, shawl. It's the Linus pattern. So I did the same project, but in 2 different weights of yarns. So the first one here is a super bulky. And let me just pull this up. Now I am on the 3rd skein of this yarn here, which I will share with you in just a moment. But first I need to tell you that I changed out my needles. So I started this project out with the store brand. This is the Michaels store brand of circular needles here. And these are their 5-inch 9mm circulars. Not very long at all, but it was long enough to get me started. So there's that. You get what you pay for. I mean, they're not bad, but they had a lot of resistance when trying to push the yarn through. So there's that. I went ahead and got Chaigu red lace, 9mm, and this is 60-inch circulars. So let me just go ahead and stretch this out. And so that's what we are looking like. Look at that. It's so nice. You can kind of see the eyelets on the edge closest to my face. Kind of, sort of, if I move it around. But on its side, it is almost 6 feet long already. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to use all 4 skeins. And the yarn I'm using is Line Brand Woolies in the colorway Harvest. And that's a close-up of the yarn. And as I mentioned, it is a super bulky number 6. And this is 80 acrylic, 20 wool. And they suggest a 9mm crochet hook or knitting needle. So I'm using the recommended size, and it is coming out beautiful. It is very squish. I really, really, really like this project. So this is my second project and knit that I have created and have gotten this far. So I'm super proud of myself. Now, what I did not do was sew in my ends because I'm waiting until the end. So instead of knotting my yarns, I'm just going to continue knitting, and then I will sew everything in when I'm finished. So there is that. I love this. This is so good. Okay, so the last whip that I have to share with you is the same pattern but worked up in a medium 4-weight yarn, and I am using Chai-Gu red lace, 5.5 inch, I'm sorry, 5 inch but 5.5 millimeter circulars, and this is what it looks like. This is where I'm at with this, and I'm still on the first skein. This is how much of the yarn I still have left. I have a lot of yarn left. I cannot believe how far this yarn is going with this project. This is so good. Now, I may have to upgrade my lace to 60 inches. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that I can continue going and just squeeze everything together, but we'll see. I'm a toddler knitter. I'm not very experienced, so you know, I'm learning as I go with the technical things like this. Like, do I need longer circulars, or is this enough? So I'm not really sure. It's trial and error, and I think my tension's really good. I think that I've practiced on swatches long enough to really pay attention to my stitches, and so I am super proud of this. Now, in the very beginning, when I first started this, my tension's kind of loose, but it's still good, you know? And then as I progressed, my tension has become more uniform. So I'm very, very proud of the fact that I did not give up and I continued on. So the one drawback to knitting in comparison to crochet is it takes longer to complete a project in knitting as opposed to crochet. For this particular size, I can crochet this in one sitting, going regular speed. But in knitting, it takes a lot longer, and I'm okay with that. So it's definitely something new to me. It's very interesting, and I'm learning a lot. So there is that. So I'm very excited about the progress that I've made, and I cannot wait to share the finished objects with you when they become finished objects. So that is all that I have for whips. I'm going to place this on a brief pause, and then we'll jump over to acquisitions. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so for acquisitions, I have a small haul from Joann's to share with you. Nothing huge, just a few things. I was at Joann's and I noticed finally they have some things in stock, and I'm super excited to share them with you. So the first thing that I have to share with you are these yarn needles. I picked up 2 packs. They ran me just around $2 with the coupon. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I will be buying any more of these, and here's why. I picked these needles up from Walmart in their yarn aisle. So these are boy yarn needles, and I paid under $2 for these. And they are significantly longer than the ones I picked up from Joann's. Now, if you're traditionally accustomed to working with thinner yarns, then go for this. Completely understandable. But if you like 4-weight on up, then this is the size that you need. And you will find these needles in the yarn aisle at Walmart. And these are the boy needles here. And I believe these come in a 5-pack, if I'm not mistaken. So I have tons of these, and I wanted to get these to compare them. Now, I do work with 3-weight yarns, so I will be trying these out to just see how the yarn feeds through the eye, which is the little loop there on the end. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I think going forward, 10 is enough. I don't need any more. So there's that. All right. Next, I picked up, and I'm very excited about this, the crochet hook set. So I saw Nancy over, she's got yarn with this. And I said, you know what? I need to look at that. I need to touch it. I need to experience what that's like, because it's a new to me hook. So I went and picked this up today while I was in the store picking up my yarn. And so let me just crack this open. And what I will tell you is it opens very easily. There's no glue, there's no tape. It just pops right open. So I'm going to take the package out of the container here. And what we have are hooks starting at letter B, going all the way up to letter K. And the K is right here in the purple. So there is that. I'll give you a close-up. The one thing I'm very excited about with these hooks, let me just take this one out. So this one is the letter K. I'm very excited at the bevel that's on either side of the head. So I'll just show you what I mean. You see that? There's a bevel there. I'm very excited about that because my prims have a bevel. It's white, so you can't really see it. But yeah, all of the hooks that have a bevel work very nicely up for me. So there's that. Very, very nice. I will do a review with these hooks, and I'll work different yarns up with these. I'm very excited because I have all the weights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can't work 7 up with these hooks because I don't have anything large enough, but I may be able to work up a super bulky number 6 with the letter K, even though you're not supposed to. I'll try just to see. So there is that. I'm very excited about this. And I used my coupon, my 40% off coupon at Joann's. I saved some great money here with this. So it came in at $19.99, and then I got 40% off of the $19.99. So very good. I paid $12 for these. All right. So next I picked up some clearance yarn because what haul isn't good with some clearance? So I picked up some Big Twist tweed in the colorway Plum. Now it's reading brown for some reason, but in certain lights, like on this side, when I look at it, I see the plum. But when the light hits it and the camera, it's picking it up as like a brown. I don't know why that is, but I paid $3.47 for these 3 skeins. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I love the color so much that I may just create something because I love this yarn. These are the only 3 skeins of this yarn that I have in all of my stash, so I may make something exclusive just with these 3 skeins. What can I make with this, I wonder? Now, on the ball band, it has 5 skeins for a 50-inch by 60-inch blanket, 3 of these for an adult top, 1 for a hat, or 1 for a scarf. Who knows? We'll see. But one skein has 382 yards, 6 ounces, 350 meters at 170 grams. It's machine washable and lay flat to dry. Now, this may be the only color I have in my stash, but I have crocheted another colorway and I've washed and dried it. I dried on low heat until it's almost dry, and then I laid it flat to dry the rest of the way. So yeah, I really enjoy looking at the colors here, and I like all of the flecks. Now the flecks are in cream, we have brown, and we also have, I want to call that like a charcoal gray, almost black but not quite. Very, very nice. So there is that. I'll set that over here. And next I picked up some Big Twist Supernova. Now before I show you this colorway, I've shown another 3-pack that I purchased the other day. Let me show you this again. So this colorway here is called Terraforming. So it's all of like the browns and the beiges and the grays. So that's what that looks like. It is a roving yarn, and they are classifying this as a number 2 weight yarn. However, after close observation, this could definitely pass for a 3-weight yarn. I'm just saying. So this is machine washable and lay flat to dry. So they are suggesting 4 of these to make a blanket, 3 to make an adult top, 1 for a hat, 1 for a scarf as well. So they are suggesting a 4mm crochet hook for this as well. But I will be honest with you, well, I'm always honest, it's just a term of endearment, a matter of fact saying. You could get away with a 4.5 to a 5mm crochet hook with this. I'll show you this again. Terraforming. Okay, so what I did was I picked up another colorway. This is the colorway that I originally wanted, and they finally got it in, and so I snatched it up as soon as I could. I'm very excited about this colorway. I love it. It's so good. Okay, enough teasing. This here is called Nebula. I love this colorway. It's so good. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. Immediately, I got inspired. I love it. I love every single thing about this cake. I mean, what is there to not like? There's all the colors. There's tons of purples in there, right? There's orange and blue, and everything's encased in black. And we have like our marled section. Look at that. Isn't that great? I'm very excited about this yarn. And I'm not going to make a top. Actually, I'm not going to commit myself to anything right now. But I'm very inspired by this yarn. It feels great. I'm excited about it. Did I say that already? I'm very excited about this. So this is 80% premium acrylic, 20% wool. It's 475 yards, 5.3 ounces, 435 meters at 150 grams. Isn't that great? I would very easily work this up with a 5mm crochet hook and be very happy about it. I'm very excited, friends. So that is pretty much all I have for my Joann's acquisition. So I think that's it for that. Let's go ahead and jump into the last part of the podcast, which is Happy Mail. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so for Happy Mail, I have a few packages here from friends of the channel and beyond. And so this very first package here comes to us from another channel. So her name is Mara, and her channel name is Mindfully Crocheted by Mara. And so she sends me this envelope here. I'm very excited. Oh, this is so nice. Look at this, a little canvas bag. It says all the things, Juan the Yarn Addict. And then on the back, we have Be Kind. I love it with a rainbow above it. It's so good. On the inside here, we have two things on the inside. It says To Juan stickers. And I love this little envelope. Let's take a quick look and see what is in here. Oh, wow, look at this. This is so good. All the things, Juan the Yarn Addict. I love this. I actually have a t-shirt with a ball of yarn looking just like that. It's so good, and I have a few of those. I will be sure to include those in giveaways and Happy Mail and things. And then here we have Mindfully Crocheted by Mara. And I'll be honest with you, well, I'm always honest. I said that before, and I'll tell you again. She sent me stickers before, and I have those. So I have like a little collection of stickers from her. So that's awesome. I love it. And then we have an organ sticker here. Very nice. And then we have Mindfully Crocheted, little heart. Very nice. And so I'll go ahead and put those back into this envelope here. Thank you so much, Mara. I love the stickers. And then we have a card here. It says, congratulations, Mindfully Crocheted. And then on the inside here, oh, that's super nice. There's a sticker. And then it says, Dear Juan, congratulations on the success of your channel. 1 year and 30K plus subscribers is phenomenal. Glad to be a part of your celebration. Enjoy these little one-of-a-kind gifts from Mara Mindfully Crocheted. Thank you so much, Mara. I really do appreciate that. And this is just adorable. I love that. Super, super nice. Thank you, Mara. Okay, next we have a card here. Let me crack this open. And I believe this is from a friend of the channel, and she also has a channel. Her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. Feel free to check her out as well. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. Very kind. Okay, so here's the card. Very nice. I love this. And it says, my precious Juan, thank you for the note in the box. I sent her a happy mailbox. I needed that more than you will ever know. Also, never apologize for your handwriting because I know poor penmanship and this note is proof of that. It's fine. Anyway, you are all the things and it shows in everything you do. Well, I appreciate that. I really do, Michelle. Please forgive this short note, but I wanted to get it out before the week ends. I am writing this just to say how proud I am of you. I love you to the moon and beyond. Congrats on all you've done and everything you'll be doing going forward. And she also mentions that she doesn't care if I read this on the channel or not. She wrote it simply to say that she loves me. So thank you so much, Michelle. I really do appreciate this. This is the gasoline and the ammunition that keeps me going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And next, I have a package here, and I believe this is from Michelle as well. Yes. It says, enjoy your gift. And so, this is so nice. A project bag. So it's a project bag in my favorite color, purple. I love this. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm definitely going to be using it because I have all the whips. So it's so good. And it has all the zippers and things to put all the things in there. Yes, this is great. I can put my patterns in here, my yarn in here, hooks, needles, and things. This is great. I love all the pockets. Thanks again, Michelle. I really appreciate it. Okay. Next, we have another Amazon package here. Ooh, this is a book. Look at this. Yarn It. Knitting and Crochet Journal. And now that I am doing both, I love that. Oh, look at this. So it's got all these pages that I can leave detailed descriptions of everything. This is so nice. Attach a yarn sample. Love that. It's so good. And I love that the front and the back are very hard. It's a great surface to write on. So let's see. It doesn't have a note. Or does it? Let's see. Oh, here it is. It says, I love being a part of your channel. I hope you can use this. If not, feel free to gift it. Hugs, my crochet buddy, from Shay. Thank you so much, Shay. Of course, I can always use this. I have whips everywhere. What's with a little more organization? It's only going to help. So thank you so much, Shay. I will treasure this. I will be using this. And I will be writing it down. So thank you for that. I love it. Okay. Let's see. This next one here comes from a friend of the channel, but also a family friend. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, full disclosure, I was told that this was coming. So I just don't know what's in the bag. So here's a card. Let's see. Dear Juan, this is the bag I mentioned. Show, keep, or share. I love it. And I love the card too. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. All right. Look at this. Okay, I have to open this up and show you guys. Look, look, look. There's 8 skeins of this beautiful yarn. Look at that. Isn't that great? So this is Mary Maxim Starlet Sparkle yarn. It is a medium 4-weight yarn. Let me show you the things. I feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I don't have one of these up here for you to see. So this is a medium 4-weight yarn, and they are suggesting a 5mm crochet hook. This is made in Turkey. It's approximately 196 yards, 98 acrylic, 2% polyester. It's 100 grams at 3.5 ounces. And there's 8 of those. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to sit this to the side. It may be a show and share. If so, if we're going to share this, I'm going to keep some and I'm going to share some. So I'm going to want probably just enough to work up a project, something short and sweet, and then the rest of it will be for shares. So we have 8 skeins. Thank you so much. Dear friend of the channel, dear family friend, I love her to bits. Thank you so much. Okay. And just so you know, she does wish to remain anonymous, so I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Okay, last but certainly not least, I do have a package here from a dear friend. Her name is Penn, and so I already know what this is, and I wanted to share this with you guys last because I put a challenge out there a little while ago, and I am still curating my cakes. So I put a cake challenge out there, turn a cake into a make. And so here are the rules. If you get a cake from me, you are to take that cake, choose 3 colors from inside of that cake to create something. It could be anything you want. Choose 3 colors from in the cake to make something, but you have to use all of the cake. And so I have been challenged. So I have a cake here, and I am very nervous because I don't know what colors are in this cake. But I accept the challenge before opening it. I had not opened this beforehand. I don't know anything of the sort. So I am very excited about this. And so here goes nothing. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. All right, before I show you guys the cake, which I'm very excited about, there's a card. Says Juan. It says, I love you more than a tiny dog wearing a pink hat. There's no higher compliment. And she writes, I was having a hard time deciding which cake to send. I hope this one is okay, Juan. No pink, I promise. Love Penn. So Penn sent this to me. Thank you so much. And so here it goes. I'm very excited about this. Here's the cake. Let me take it out of the package. Okay, so here are the colors. So we have a dark purple, a yellow, a blue. Then we have a medium purple, like an aqua or turquoise color, orange, and then we have an olive color. And inside there I see, what is that? It's like a gold color, black. There's just tons of colors in here, and I love that. So I have to choose 3 colors here. Before I start, I'm going to take a picture of this so all the colors are represented before I touch the cake. And then I will work up a project using 3 of these colors, and I will use this entire cake. So challenge accepted, and I cannot wait. So if you guys want to, take this challenge and run with it, by all means, have at it. Turn a cake into a make challenge. So there's that. So my friends, that is all I have for this podcast episode. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, leave a comment or 2. I definitely would appreciate the support. Also, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you here with us. We have tons of giveaways. We do all kinds of videos and things. So that is all I have. And until the next one, take care, friends. Bye.